Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are fine and safe at your homes and hope your lectures are going well enough. So we have completed 5 parts of our chapter 11 of business studies, that is marketing, and this is the 6th part for your chapter. So since last 2 lectures we are going to the factors of the marketing. So we will be continuing with that. We have completed 5 by now. Now we'll be moving ahead. So soon I'll be completing all the 12 factors of the marketing, and later on I'll be sending you the PDF. That is you can say it as worksheet also, you can say it as a small question format. You have to answer that questions on your own, and you will have to WhatsApp me on the number which I'll send you, so that I can come to know that whether you are thorough with whatever I have taught you or not. So later on we can understand that whether to change the teaching technique or to stick to the same. So I'll be sending you the PDF. So kindly listen each and everything properly so that you can answer it in the best possible way. And if your answers, no doubt, if your answers are having any kind of mistakes or they are not up to the mark or there is any language problem or any of the sentence framing is improper, I will guide you on that also. But before guiding you, I need to know what you know, and for that the only medium we have right now during the lockdown is to get your answers written by yourself. So I'll be sending you questions, I guess, after 2 more sessions. So later on, so why I'm clearing you right now is that you listen on the lectures carefully, you note down whatever is said to you, because mostly 80% of questions will be from whatever you have written, and 20% will be from all the lectures which you heard till now. It will be logic based questions. So do pay attention on the lectures and listen it carefully. And let's continue the session today. We have studied so many different factors by now. The first one which we studied in the first lecture of this factors was gathering and analyzing the market information. So what we studied in this, that every time whenever we want to do anything or we want to take any action in the market, we need to get the report from market, we need to get data from market, because data is the only source based on which we can judge the market and we can take decision. Because without knowing what's going on in market, how will we decide what to be done? For example, if customers are already satisfied, there is no need to change your marketing strategy. But if customers are not satisfied, they are unhappy with the product, your product is not selling perfectly as you planned, then it means that there is some mistake in your marketing strategy, and that's why we need to change it. So for knowing what to be done and what not, whether to stay as we are or whether to upgrade ourselves or whether to diminish ourselves, every decision is based on the gathering and analysis of marketing information. Because information plays the very important role in every marketing strategy. As I said you, market has so many opportunities, threats, weaknesses. So this strength, weakness, opportunities and threats are called as SWOT. It is SWOT analysis. Means by gathering the data, by analyzing the market, the organization tries to know what all SWOT or what strength organization have, at which point organization is weak, what opportunity can be taken, or what kind of threats are prevailing in the market, so we can plan accordingly. So first step is gathering and analyzing the market information. The second one is marketing planning. So marketing planning is the second step. After gathering the information, we plan the things. We took the example of Sony TV over here. Like Sony was having 10% market share in India. Now Sony wants to increase another 10%, means it wants to make it market share 20%. It means that Sony is selling 1000 TVs out of 10,000 customers. 10,000 people wants to buy TV and only 1,000 people are buying Sony right now. So what Sony want is 2,000 people should buy the TV or buy their own TV. So they are planning accordingly. So what all they have to plan? So they will plan okay. So first of all, note down steps in marketing planning. You just write down steps in marketing planning. Then step number 1 is where we are right now. So over here, for example, we are at 10% sales. Step number 2 is where we want to reach. So we want to reach at 20% in this example. So second step is where we want to reach. Third point is how much time we have. So they have written over here in the example on screen, you can see that they want to reach at 20% in next 3 years. So we have 3 years for this target. So where we want to reach. Number 4 is make a strategy or make a marketing plan. So we will plan as per that. We'll plan based on our target and the time we have. Number 5 is implement the plan. जो plan हमने बनाया है, we will implement it, we will apply it, we'll start following that plan. And the next point is controlling. Controlling means it is possible that some of the employees are not following the plan, or plan is going deviated, it's not on the track. So we will control it and we will bring it back on the track. That is marketing planning. Next one is product design and product development. So product design and development is about, obviously, I gave example of Activa. Like Activa came with Activa HET, Activa 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, and now 6G. So they are designing and developing their product. Little bit of design variation is there in each and every models. Like headlight is different, cuts are different, aerodynamics is different. And in fact, product is also developed, like fuel emission you see, or average mileage which you consider, or that push buttons for opening the seat. Like these are some of the development in the product as per BS6 engines. So this is very essential, because to increase the sale, like people are already buying 5G, now how to force them to buy 6G? By developing the product. If 6G is better than 5G, people will buy 6G now. So product designing and development, because every person is having a tendency of getting bored with things easily. We get bored from everything very easily. If your father will buy you a new mobile phone, within 6 months, 1 year, you will get bored and you will be seeking for a new one, that I want new mobile phone. So that's why product designing and development is essential to meet our need of meet our need of our cravings for new technology. And the last one is standardization and grading. So what we studied in standardization and grading, like standardization means to maintain the consistency of product every time or any point of the time. We took an example of hotel. You kindly write examples of all the points, like whichever example I gave for the point, you note it down. For example, over here you can write product development and designing Activa, marketing planning you can write Sony. Over here in standardization and grading you can write this example I gave you of Apple also I gave. And for standardization I gave you example of hotel, like whether you eat food today in the same hotel, you order same items after 3 years, it will be having same taste. So for standardization the example is hotel. For grading you can see like this wheat, rice which we buy, they are graded products. Other than that, even mobile phones are having grading many a times. We don't know it, but for example I gave you example of ceramic industry, tiles, premium quality, standard quality, and third grade quality. So these are the grading techniques. So you note down this also. Grading means we will grade our product, we'll say what grade our product belongs to, because every grade of product has a different pricing and customer needs to be convinced. Like one tiles is of 100 rupees and the same model or same piece is of 50 rupees. Why? Because the grade of both the tiles is different. That 50 rupees tiles is somewhat inferior to that 100 rupees tiles. We studied packaging and labeling, means that name on the packet of the things we buy, like Parle-G on the Parle biscuit, or Munch, Pug, Dairy Milk, that Silk. These all are labels given. So every time you enter into the shop, your eyesight directly falls on that label and you buy it. So labeling is kind of giving your product an identity. Every time you seek for that label, and once you see that label you will buy it. Like Nivea, Vaseline, these all are labels which are so famous that we recognize the product as soon as we see it. Then we studied this customer support services. I gave you example of Mitsubishi ACs. They provide so many services, like they provide you free installation, then free service every 6 months. They also provide you customer care services. So customer support services means service which are given to the customer to increase their satisfaction after sales is done. It's not just the end at sales, it starts after sales. Customer support service means giving customer a better service. Like Dish TV also is an example. If your channels are not coming, they will say you to adjust it, they will guide you. Even if you are not able to do it on your own, they will send their technician. So these are various kind of services they try to provide, so the customer can have uninterrupted services. We also studied this pricing of product. So pricing of product, we studied two different types of pricing: price skimming and price penetration. Price skimming was for iPhone, where when new mobile phone is launched, prices are kept very high, so that those who can afford it will buy that phone and company will earn good profit. Once the sale starts getting normal, like when iPhone 11 Pro was launched, the sales were like 1,50,000, 2 lakh units in a one day. Later on, after 1 month, it is like 15, 20,000, 10, 15,000 units in one day. So what company do is they reduce the price by 5, 10,000 rupees so that some more customers will buy it. After 6 months, he'll reduce price even more so that some more customer will buy it. So this is called price skimming. Price penetration is average price. Like they do change prices, but that pitfall is not so much. Like 1,50,000 phone won't reach 25,000, but that will happen in iPhone. 1,50,000 will come to 40,000 eventually. So price skimming and price penetration. Now we will study some other points as well. So I'll start with that. So we are starting with promotion today. So what is promotion? Promotion, you know that in usual sense, if I ask you promotion, then we recognize jobs. In job we get promotion. Like you are executive, you become manager, you become general manager, president, vice president, executive director, CFO, managing director, etc., etc. The promotions you get. So same way, to promote the product, promotion means there's you have seen so many TV shows like Kapil Sharma is a one show where so many actresses comes over there for when their movie is about to launch. When their new movie is coming, they will come at that time so that they can tell the audience over there, and when it will get telecast on the TV channels, when you will watch on your home, at your home on TV, you will also see that episode where the person is talking, that actor is talking about his movie. And this is how they inform that, see guys, my movie is coming, this is the story, this is how we acted, this is what time it took, and blah blah things, this is our plot line, kindly go to the theater and watch it. So they are promoting their product, they are coming over there for promotions. So same way our product also needs promotion. So as we talked about, like sales promotion is a point number 9, promotion. Personal selling is like going personally to the to the customer and selling it. Like I hope you have seen in some of the TV serials or in some of the movies that in rich family, that goldsmith, the person who's or jeweler, comes to the home. Whenever he gets some new designs, he will come to the home and will show it to that ladies in the house that these are the new designs and buy it and this and that. Why? Because such ladies of such rich family are not going to the shop to buy a jewelry. So that's why that person goes directly. As soon as he gets new thing, he will go to the person or lady and he'll say that, see ma'am, this is the new design, buy it. So they are promoting their product, they are informing us. It's written in the first 2 lines only. Promotion of the product and service involves informing the customer about the firm's product. And we don't just inform it, we try to elaborate the information. We'll try to go in depth, we'll try to show how good our product is. We won't just say, that jeweler won't say that this is the new design. He will add to it. It is so beautiful, it is so rich, it is very rare, it is very costly, your standard will match it. These are the things you say, like you try to describe your product so that person buys it. So how will you promote it? Over here this 4 points come, 4 P's which we talked about: product, price, place and promotion. So promotion is one of the 4 P's, and this is a part of marketing mix. So whenever a person designs marketing strategy, he will have to decide how much product needs promotion. If your product is very familiar, very normal, and everyone knows your brand, you won't promote that much. But if your product is new, you will need so much of promotion to compete in the market. So promotion means telling customers or telling people about your presence in the market, about your product, the features of the product by advertisement, publicity, sales promotion, personal selling, going to media or newspapers. As I said, examples, you will advertise it, you will elaborate it, and you will try to attract people. Another one is physical distribution. Keep noting guys, keep noting. Physical distribution means delivery. That home delivery which you get from Amazon, Flipkart or some other hotels also, that Zomato, Swiggy, this all is physical distribution. It is very important part because physical distribution involves cost. You post it or you deliver it by airplane or roadways or by tempo or by train or by any travels or any postal services. Everything is physical distribution, but we need to decide what kind of physical distribution is good for our product. Like if you want to export something, like for MORBI itself, you are having tiles and watch companies over here. You cannot export these tiles and watches in airplane because it is way too costly. Because one truck is of 25 tons, that is 25,000 kilo. You cannot put that much load in plane. You definitely need to send it through ships, because obviously trucks won't go abroad. So over there you need to think that okay, over here we need to send it by cargo or ship. Next thing is some of the parcels like Amazon, it says 1 day delivery. 1 day delivery, how is it possible? Like to get a product from Delhi or Bangalore, you get that product in 1 day in MORBI. Like by car or by bus even you travel, it takes 2 days to reach over there, 36 to 40 hours. How will they send us in 1 day? By plane. Because that product affords that, it's hardly of 1 kg, so it hardly takes 500 rupees or 1000 rupees to send it by air, so that is affordable. So for example, if you are having food business, then you have to decide that kind of technique. You cannot go for very costly technique. You need to deliver it very fast, like milk containers or that milk tankers of Amul. So this is physical distribution. So managing physical distribution is another very important function in the marketing and of goods and service. The two major decision areas under this function includes decision regarding channel of distribution or marketing intermediaries. Intermediaries means brokers we have, like that cycle. I hope you know that when goods get manufactured, we sell it to dealers or wholesalers. Then from wholesalers, retailers will buy it, and from retailers, customers will buy it. So between manufacturer and customer, there are 2 people or 3 people, dealers, wholesalers, retailers, or wholesalers or retailers. There's 2-3 people are there between manufacturer, that is the one who produced the goods, and consumer, that is who will finally consume it. ये दो के बीच में ऐसे 2-3 जने intermediaries होते हैं who will charge their own profit, their own cost in that, which will increase the price. Do you think that the phones which you use, like this 1,50,000 mobile phone or this cosmetics of 5-10,000 rupees, is actually of that much value? That iPhone takes 1,50,000 or 1 lakh rupees to get manufactured? No. Because iPhone gets manufactured at hardly 1,500 rupees, 1,500 rupees, and they sell it at 1,50,000. Because so many places it goes. From China it goes to California, from California it goes to Dubai, from Dubai it gets imported in India, from India it goes to some of its main centers like Bangalore, Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad. From Hyderabad, and there's some more wholesalers will buy it. From these wholesalers, retailers will buy it. From retailers, from really small shopkeepers will buy it. So how many people are there between that Apple manufacturer and the person who is using iPhone? There are 7 to 8 people by whom's hand it is passing through. Everyone will add their cost, everyone will add their profit. So that is how that product's prices increase. No doubt research and development department of Apple also charges so much cost. That's why it reaches this place. So distribution channel, like you cannot use this distribution channel like 4 or 5 people in between for food products, because by the time it reaches final consumer, it might perish, it might get degraded. So we need to be very proper about deciding which distribution channel to be used, whether to go for direct means directly from wholesalers to customers, or by long chain, that is wholesaler, manufacturer, wholesaler, retailer, customer. It depends upon which technique we need to follow. So, and the second point is, here is the second point: physical movement of the product from where it is produced to a place where it is required by customer for their consumptions or use. Like it is, for example, each and everything you use in Gujarat are made in Gujarat. No, they are made in different states. So if you want to buy something from Maharashtra, it is very important to decide how it will be sold. You cannot buy it from Maharashtra, send it to Karnataka, then bring it to Gujarat. It's better directly bring it to Gujarat from Maharashtra. It will be less time consuming. So that is more important, like where it is to be delivered, where it is produced. The important decision areas under the physical distribution includes managing inventory, storage and warehousing, and transportation of goods from one place to another. So under physical distribution, what you do, you remove the goods from the godown, so your stock will reduce. So you have to maintain your stock also. Now your warehouse is having less number of quantity, you should know it. Now you are sending the goods in transportation, so you need to buy insurance, you need to buy a transport service, you need to contact some transporter, you need to finalize rate, what weight, what they are carrying, what taxes you have to pay, that freight charges. These are all different kinds of taxes. So what all is the cost involved in transportation? You have to decide that also, and then you have to decide how to send our goods or how to physically distribute our goods. So physical distribution means distributing the goods from where it is produced to the one who wants to buy it, means customers. So delivery of goods from warehouse of the manufacturer to the customer is called as physical distribution. The another thing is transportation. So yes, transportation is part of physical distribution itself. Transportation involves a physical movement of goods from one place to other, as we said in distribution. As generally the user of products, particularly consumer products, are widespread and geographically separated from place these are produced. Obviously, the person or manufacturer in Maharashtra sells its goods to 29 other states and 7 union territories of India. So just by presenting or manufacturing in one state, how will we sell? A manufacturer in MORBI, tiles manufacturer in MORBI, sells the tiles to Sweden. They sell it to Italy, they sell it to Dubai. How? By transportation. So our business is settled at one place, but we are selling it at so many different places. So example is given over here. For example, tea produced in Assam has to be transported not only within Assam, that within state, but to other far off places like Tamil Nadu, Punjab, Jammu and Kashmir, Haryana, Rajasthan, where it is consumed. The people who drinks tea will get it from Assam. So where they'll go to Assam and buy it? No, they will buy it from a person living in MORBI will buy tea from MORBI only. So that Assam guy or the Assam tea manufacturer will have to make that product delivered in MORBI to sell it. A marketing firm has to analyze its transportation needs after taking into consideration various factors. So write down in this point number 11 where you wrote transportation, you noted down various factors affecting the need of transportation are cost and location of target market, number 2, and third number is and take decision in respect of the mode of transportation. So mode of transportation is third point, like which mode to be selected, whether to go by air, rail, waterways, courier. So that is mode of transport. And fourth point is other related aspects. So what they want to talk about here is that MORBI to Assam so far, like in plane it takes around 2.5 or 3 hours. So if you go by road or by car or by train or by bus, it takes around 3 days or 4 days. So if a person in MORBI says that no, I cannot wait for 4 days, I need it in 2 days, then that person has to sell by air. If the person says that okay, no doubt, you send it slowly, I'm fine, then you can send it by cargo because cargo is cheap. That person says that no, I need in 3 to 4 days, you can sell it by truck. So this is how the mode of transportation is to be decided depending upon the quality. Like apples are manufactured, or not manufactured, we can say it as apple are cultivated or produced in Kashmir. That Jammu and Kashmir apples are very famous all over the India. So person living in Kanyakumari is eating the apple of Jammu and Kashmir. How? You know apples, like it within 4-5 days, 1 week it will get rotten, वो सड़ जाएंगे. So a person needs to apply, a person in Jammu Kashmir needs to use that transportation technique which sells the apple on time in Kanyakumari. So they will sell these carrots in mostly by planes itself, and to some of the places they might sell, like they are having this carbons and this medicines and all, so they might send it by non-stop truck, where a person is saying that see, I can deliver my truck can reach Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari in 15 days. I can deliver it in 8 days if you double the payment. I'm like, okay, it is very essential that I'm having 20 lakhs of product inside. I'm ready to give you 1 lakh rupees of delivery. You deliver it. So based on all these factors like cost of like for example 100 rupees ka parcel ke liye you cannot take transportation service of 10,000 rupees. If you are having one notebook with your cousin somewhere in Bangalore, you are living in MORBI, so for that 100 rupees you won't tell him that bhale 10,000 rupees le, you send it in flight. No, you send it in courier, he will hardly take 300 rupees. So service in 300 rupees cannot be replaced by service of 10,000 rupees. So we need to decide what are our requirements, what our product needs, what is the appropriate way, and then we have to decide the transportation technique. So note down these factors which I said. And the last point over here is storage or warehousing. So usually there is a time gap between the production or procurement of goods and manufacturing ceramic tiles and sanitary wares. So the tiles you manufacture, it produced today and you sold it today only? No. It takes 10 days, 15 days, 1 week, 1 month, depends upon the orders you get. So till that time, where will you keep it? You'll keep it on machines? No. Once it gets manufactured, you'll take it, pack it and keep it in your storage, warehouse. So it may be because of irregular demand. Your product is not in demand right now, so you might change it. You might sell it later. So till you sell it, you will keep it in warehouse or storage unit. That is called as storage or warehousing. Products, as in case of woolen garments or raincoats, or this may be irregular supply. Okay, they have given example of raincoats and woolen garments. Why they gave this example is like raincoats are needed in monsoon season only. Woolen clothes are required in winter only. But that manufacturer produces it throughout the year. Means 4 month की एक season होती है. So out of 12 months he will produce for 8 months and sell in 4 months. So what will he do in 8 months? He will store these manufactured clothes. Then agriculture products, wheat, cotton, rice, sugarcane, these products are also stored somewhere, but the ceramic tiles needs different kind of storage. Food products needs different kind of storage. Then this clothes requires different kinds of storage. So what kind of storage we need? What is our adequate? Like you are producing 1 lakh units daily. You are producing 1 lakh piece of tiles daily. And you have production or storage unit of 50,000 tiles. So where will you park another 50,000 tiles? So that is essential. Many a times like a tile manufacturer in MORBI, जो बंदा मोरवी में टाइल्स बना रहा है वो अपनी टाइल्स मोरवी के वेयर हाउस में नहीं रखेगा. ही नोज कि माई टाइल्स आर गेटिंग सोल्ड इन हैदराबाद. आज नहीं तो 15 दिन बाद हैदराबाद में ये टाइल्स बिकेगी, तो 15 दिन बाद भी मेरे को डिलीवर करना, आज भी करना. बट अगर 15 डेज बाद डिलीवर करूंगा तो और 5 दिन लेगा. मतलब आफ्टर 20 डेज इट विल रीच कस्टमर. 15 डेज टिल आई गेट ऑर्डर एंड 5 डेज फॉर डिलीवरी. इट्स बेटर अभी वहाँ के गोडाउन में भेज देता हूँ, जैसे ही ऑर्डर आएगा सीधा वहाँ से 1 दिन में भेज दूंगा. So I reduced my time gap. So I need to plan accordingly. So you see this line from further there is a need for a storage of adequate stock of goods to protect against unavoidable delays in delivery or to meet out contingencies in demand. This is what we said. Like हमको मालूम है that last month नहीं, पिछले 10 महीने से हैदराबाद के अंदर हर महीने 10 लाख टाइल्स के पीसेस बिकते हैं. ओके, तो अभी हमारे 2 लाख ही बिके, अभी तो 8 लाख बाकी. ठीक है, फटाफट मैन्युफैक्चर करो. 50,000 मोरबी मेरे को 50,000 हैदराबाद डिलीवर करो डेली. जब तक वहाँ पे 8-9 लाख का स्टॉक नहीं हो जाता तब तक वहाँ के वेयर हाउस में भरो, सो दैट वेन एवर वी गेट ऑर्डर फ्रॉम हैदराबाद सीधा वहाँ से डिलीवर कर देंगे. In the process of marketing, the function of storage is performed by different agencies such as manufacturers, wholesalers and retailers. So marketing person does not think about how to store it. He will just say that Hyderabad is giving us order, so plan accordingly. So जो बंदा मोरवी में बैठा होगा that person will deliver. See, deliver करना, मोरवी से हैदराबाद deliver करना मार्केटिंग का रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं है. बट हैदराबाद में टाइल्स चाहिए होंगे 15 दिन बाद, ये पता लगाना मार्केटिंग का काम है, सो दैट हम टाइम टू टाइम चीज़ें डिलीवर कर सके. So this is what we studied today. What all we studied is promotion. Promotion means making your product known to the customer, making your product aware about to the people, making people get interested and attracted towards your product. Then physical distribution, delivery of your product physically from one place to another, that is from manufacturer to consumer. Then transportation, as we said that so many different types of transport we have to decide modes of transport, product to be delivered, costing, target market, etc. So transportation services. Storage and warehousing, like where to store, how to store, what are our storage requirements, what are our future sales expectancy, or what are our future delay chances. Based on that we will decide our wholesaling. So this is what we have to come study today. So we are done for the day. Hope you guys will understand these topics. So kindly just note down my number. If you have any kinds of doubt, you do WhatsApp me first. Whenever I am available, I'll tell you to call me and you can solve your doubts. If you have anything by far, this is our 6th lecture, guys. If you have any problem in last 6 lectures, you directly WhatsApp me. I'll tell you to call me and we can discuss your doubt. We can solve it out, because soon you will be getting your questions for which you have to answer on your own, and you have to answer in your own words. Later on I'll make a way to send you the notes also, but you will have to answer so that I can come to know you are able to understand it or not. आप समझ रहे हो कि नहीं? I want to know that. So that's why you will get your questions also. So guys, do understand this point whichever we studied, and reach me out on my number. That number is there on my screen. You just note it down and WhatsApp me. I'll reply you whenever I'll get free. Don't worry, I'll reply you daily. It's not necessary that you text me and I reply you on the spot, but I will surely reply you. Just get ready with your doubts, keep noting, write your doubts, write whatever I say you, so that it will be more beneficial to all of us. Thank you.